Hello and welcome to this presentation. My name is Dave Renninger. I'm the application specialist for the engineering segment at Tekla Inc. This is the ninth video in our series showcasing Tekla structures for the engineering market. In our last video, we showcased how we can use some of the out-of-the-box components to easily connect steel framing. In this video, we're going to showcase some of our steel reinforcement tools to easily model in a reinforcement. Now, similar to what we had with the steel tools, we do have the option up here to manually model in reinforcement, but we also have some nice components that will speed this up and add some automation to it as well. So to make this process easier, what I've done is I've opened up Plan View at Elevation 0 here and simply just enabled here the Cast in Place All Object Group Filter. So in this case, all I can see now is my concrete framing in this view. Okay, I'm going to make it easier for me to come through here and add my reinforcement. Okay, so we're going to start back here. We're just going to come in and open up our component catalog. And as you can see here, we have a Cast in Place Reinforcement category already created. So just simply scroll through here till I find the reinforcement I need. We'll start this one with the pad footing reinforcement. And then I simply just come in and click on the pad footing here in the model. It's going to go through and add those reinforcement bars. So just like the other components inside Tekla, if I double click on it, then I can come through and I can adjust the properties and save the attributes as well. So even if I want to come through and add some hooks in here, I can easily just add some hook lengths here. And yes, you notice I can control this per end of each bar group. So it's not an all-in-one inclusive. I can separate this by primary bar and secondary bar as well and add some hook lengths in here as well as needed. So after I have the reinforcement in the model the way that I want, I could reapply this component similar to what we showed with the steel videos. But we also have an option here. When we right click, there's a copy command here. We can just copy to another object. So just like reapplying it, I can just come through here and copy that reinforcement to other objects. And even if these footings are different sizes, these components will reassociate themselves based on the cover distance defined inside the component properties. So the next component we're going to come through and show here is some strip footing reinforcement. So simple enough here. Just click on the component in the component catalog, pick my strip footing here in the model, and you notice here it's going to come through and add all my reinforcement bars coming through here. Now, being that as we had these strip footings modeled from column center line to column center line, you'll notice that the reinforcement here is actually extending inside my strip foot, my pad footing, which is not what we need to do. So to clean this up, what we're actually going to do is add a fitting in here and basically cut this strip footing back at the face of the pad footing. So here I just simply select the pad footing, select the strip footing, and as that cut gets created, not only does it cut the strip footing back at the face of the pad footing, but all that reinforcement is now updated as well. So what's nice about this then is we can actually use the auto connection, which we showed in our steel video, to do these connections on the concrete items as well. So I'm simply just going to select all my strip footings and pad footings, come through here in my auto connection rules, say create connections. Now it's going to go through and automatically cut back all of those strip footings at the face of the pad footings as well. Now I'm going to make it much easier for me to come back through now and model in all my strip footing reinforcement. So now we're going to come in and we're going to show how to add some reinforcement here for our concrete column or piers. So back again in our component catalog, we have the rectangular column reinforcement. Now in this case, what we're going to do is we're actually going to double click on this component before creating it in the model. And here we can actually come through and set, we can apply properties before we put these into the model. So here I'm just going to load my pier attribute, apply those properties, and now when I click on my concrete pier here, it's going to automatically extend my reinforcement bars into my pad footing. So as you can see, as we start to add reinforcement here in the model, you really start to see how this can benefit having this 3D intelligent BIM model. We can also run clash checks on this as well, which we covered in an earlier video in this series. So this is also going to allow to make sure that what we need for our design intent of the rebar is actually constructible as well. So getting that constructible level of detail in the design phase is going to really eliminate some of those change orders and potential issues, clash issues out in the field. Okay, so the last reinforcement tool that we're going to show in this video is the slab bars. So if I come in here with the slab bars, I can simply just come in here, just pick the slab. What I need is going to automatically go through and assign top and bottom bars based off of properties. So another really nice thing about this tool then is if anything ever comes back, if we need to add some openings inside this slab. So I'm just going to come here and just create a nice cut in the middle of the slab. Sure, we'll just come in and just create a basic hole here. A nice square opening inside this slab. Change the representation. So if any cuts need to be made inside this slab, you can see here how all that reinforcement will automatically adjust and stop at the face of those openings. Even if we come in here, if we need to adjust these cuts for any reason, here if I just drag and stretch that cut, all the rebar will automatically adjust as needed to that opening. Okay, well this concludes this video. The next video in our series, we're going to get into how to create contract drawings inside Tekla. Thanks again for watching.